and looked at John Stockton's playoff success, he sucked in the playoffs. He sucked and got outplayed by low all-star tier point guards. The video game.
We're hoping to get a future all-star.
I'm gonna get back.
It's not. What is going on, YouTube? Back into the episode with After the Whistle with myself and Martin Luther Irving, who's playing terribly. Just awful. But we're back with another episode. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. We're at 213 subscribers. We're gonna try and hit 300 by the end of the month. So if you guys can just hit the subscribe button. Can't speak. And help us on our journey to 300. And that'd be great. We'll love you forever. First starting off, if you guys have not kept up with the NBA Finals,
Wait. I got something more important. I just thought of.
Go ahead,
man. I'm sitting here just thinking just now, just literally just came to my head, bro. If I'm on Dreamville and I'm looking at what's going on, yo, I'm like, bruh, I'm cooked, bruh.
Wait, say it again.
If I'm on Dreamville, J. Cole's record label, bruh, I'm cooked, bruh.
Why you say that?
Because that's the guy who represents me.
Wait, what do you mean?
Because he just folded out of beef and got kicked out of hip hop.
Wait, I'm so confused. What is happening?
Okay, listen. If I'm JID, or I'm Boss, or I'm Earth Gang,
yeah,
and I'm sitting there and looking like, oh man, we up right now. We all been dropping, we've all been doing good. Like we had the Dreamville albums, and now we going on the next level, whatever. And then J. Cole gets in beef, drops the diss track, and then drops out, and then folds, and everyone is like, "Yo, you suck. You're no longer hip hop." Yo,
they're saying J. Cole's no longer hip hop.
Yeah, that's what everyone's saying.
Oh, yes. Okay, I'm following you. I'm following you.
So then it's like, dang, that's the guy who represents me. Like that's our head person.
Oh, you're talking about from a Dreamville perspective. I thought you were talking about a you perspective. I was like, since when does J. Cole represent you?
No.
I was gonna say, wait, how do you have ties with J. Cole? Like, I'm so confused. Okay, I'm with you.
Yeah, so like I'm like, if I was on Dreamville or something, I would be like, dang, my computer just did it again.
It's doing the glitchy thing.
It just went black. It was only for a split second. Let's hope it works.
Oh my god, yo,
yeah.
Help us out, guys. We need to get more subs so we can get this man a new computer. His joint is fried.
You got the same computer as me. We're both fried.
My joint is chilling right now. My whole setup, bruh. If I could show you you see my setup. I got a laptop, another laptop. I got a whole monitor. So I'm chilling.
It all was fine and perfect until I got that Lethal Company, dog. They screwed me over.
Get tripping. Nah, that my computer was fine, and then I downloaded Lethal Company. I don't know why, guys. Don't try to download Steam games on a laptop. It's not gonna work. It's gonna clap.
If you don't have a good laptop, don't even try it. Like there's no reason.
It's not worth it. I hopped on with the guys, and it just lagged. It was just straight lag.
I was so laggy. I had to watch and play through a Discord video because my screen was lagged. I couldn't move, but I was moving in the game actually. So I had to watch through Corbin's perspective while I tried to play. Dude, I was cooked.
Please let us know down in the comments. Did you guys ever fall for let's say you needed what's the word? Not V-Bucks, but if you needed
Robux.
Robux, or you needed GTA Cash. So you went on the cash generator thingies online, and you put your name in, and you click generate, and then it would have you go to all these different things. I tried that, never worked. That's probably why my Xbox gets random messages from bots now.
Dude, I used to always try that, bro, because the YouTube videos be like, "It's real, it's real."
Exactly. They made it sound so good, bro. Now
there was this game that me, Noel, Christian Drumo, and Eddie Drumo and Cesar. I don't know if you remember Cesar. We used to
Sounds familiar.
we used to always play this game called Our World, and freaking, it was literally like a like it's a good like club playing club penguin, but for black people. And that's the game we played as a kid.
Yo, yo, do y'all remember Super Smash Flash?
Yes, yes, I put
Classic,
every yes.
classic. That was Super Smash Flash. Super Smash Flash was just better than like Super Smash Bros. Like,
Back.
bro, you sitting there using Black Mage and Goku and Ichigo? Like, come on.
Dude, I was playing that joint in elementary school, putting everybody on. And then I came to middle school and all the new kids that I just met, they are playing it. I was like, yo, this is crazy. These are my people. Yo.
I was good at that game, bro. I was on Black
I
Mage.
would always use Mega Man. When I use Mega Man, you can't stop him. It's unbeatable. Mega Man or Goku, bro. Oh man. All right,
Go.
let's talk basketball
Oh
though.
yeah,
This
yeah.
is a basketball podcast.
If you guys have not kept up with the finals, the Mavericks are down 0-2. It's not looking good. Um, Game one, they got smoked by 20, or it was close to 20. It was like 17. They got routed in game one. Game two was a little bit closer, and the Mavs just kind of unraveled at the end. They cut the lead down to 5, and then it just got away from them. So the Mavs ended up losing game two by like 7. Excuse me. So now they head back to Dallas tomorrow on the 12th, Wednesday. They head back to Dallas for game 3. Kristaps Porzingis is day to day. They say he has a small, like, little tear in his knee, so that could be proven to be very, very big. Because if you have not watched, Kristaps Porzingis is a monster, especially in game one. Game
He's
one,
literally he's the blue monster from Space Jam, bro. The real tall
Kristaps
one.
Kristaps Porzingis in game one had like 18 in the first half. Had like 3 or 4 blocks. He was hitting threes. He was hitting pull up jump. He was doing everything. If you also watch the finals, like both games, now you know why I said Jason Tatum is not elite. Now you see why. Now you see why. There's a reason.
They didn't want to believe us. They didn't want to believe us.
Now, I already know what some people are going to say. They're going to be like, oh, well, he's passing and he's rebounding at a great. I'm not trying to hear that. Get your mom or somebody that doesn't watch basketball. I shouldn't have automatically said your mom, but get somebody that doesn't watch basketball. Have them sit down and watch the first 2 games and ask them, who do you think the best player on this team is? They're going to say either A, Jaylen Brown, B, Kristaps Porzingis, or C, Drew Holiday.
Honestly, or Derek White. It really could be any 4 of them.
Jason
Tatum is
Tatum
not gonna be Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum looks like the 4th best player on his own team.
No, he looks like the 5th. Derek White's out there cooking.
Well,
all right, don't sleep on Derek White.
Derek White, Drew Holiday. Anyway, he just
honestly, Al Horford's playing better than him.
Jason Tatum has horrible shooting numbers. Horrible. Now, if this was anybody else, LeBron, Steph, Jordan, Magic, and KD, Devin, if this was Joel Embiid, oh my God, bro. If this was Joel Embiid and he was playing like this, bro, the hate would be crazy. They already give Joel Embiid a bunch of hate, but as it is, some of it's deserved, some of it's undeserved. But this is why I say Jason Tatum's not elite. It sounded like you wanted to say something.
It's just like, let's think. If you just took like who's a good example? Maybe like Pascal Siakam. You took Pascal Siakam and you put him in the exact same position as Jason Tatum, he would be doing the exact same passing and rebounding. All right. Just because he's doing all that doesn't mean like he's doing good. No, he's not doing good. He's a superstar. He is the number one option.
First team All NBA.
Exactly. And he's that's role playing right there. That's literally what it is. This is like that's
First team All NBA.
he's looking like he's kind of putting up Josh Hart stats out there. Not even gonna lie.
This is a guy who's about to rack up a $350 million contract this summer.
Yeah, he's getting outplayed by all four of the other starters.
You know it's bad when Jason Tatum can have a off shooting night, both games, and they're up by double digits in both games. That's how you know it's bad. It's exactly how you know.
Yeah.
When your superstar player can shoot 6 of 18 and they're still winning by 10 double digits. And Luka Doncic, it doesn't help because Luka's not getting any help. In game 2, he got slightly more help from his running mate, but
I just need Kyrie to score 20 and we're good.
Kyrie, like I said it to you in our text message. I said if Kyrie in both games, or I would say at least in game 2, if Kyrie just has a B tier game, 20, 25 points, they win that game. If Kyrie hits 2 of his, because he went 0 for 3 from 3. Mind you, I saw a stat today. Luka is the only player on the Mavericks that has hit multiple threes. Like he has 8. The next person that is like PJ Washington and Kyrie, and they've only hit like 1 3. That's not gonna work. Anyway, if Kyrie just gives you a mid-level game, gives you 25, gives you 23 points, you win game 2. And I think what's really going to help the Mavericks is I think the Mavericks can take game 3. 1, they'll be at home. You got home court advantage. Now you got home cooking. I think Kyrie will now show up in this game, especially because he's playing in front of home.
Yeah.
Third, and it's the biggest piece, Kristaps Porzingis might not play. And even if he does play, he was already playing we really couldn't tell in game 1 that he was playing, that he had just not played a month, which is why he didn't play in like 38 days, came back and dropped like 20, which was wild. Didn't expect that. If you would have told me that would have happened, I'm like, oh yeah, they lose. But Kristaps Porzingis was already hurt. So now he's coming back even more hurt. So now he was playing at, let's say, 80%. You dim that down to like what? Are we saying he's 50%?
Yeah.
You dim that down to 50%. Now you have a fighting chance. Because he might not even play tomorrow. So now you're in front of your home crowd. No Kristaps Porzingis because you get a lot of different matchups. Kristaps Porzingis creates so many problems and stretches the defense out so far. Now he might not play. Now you got to start Al Horford, which then hurts the Celtics bench. And I think the only way they will win this game is if, I guess, something else crazy happened by just another Celtics. Because the Celtics are getting a bunch of contributions, not Jason Tatum. So yeah, go ahead.
I still think Mavericks are going to win series. I still believe in them. So like, there's only every team that's been down 2-0 but was favored to win game 3 has won the series. Every single team. So I'm kind of thinking that's going to keep going. But here's also a thing. I gave a lot of hate to LeBron back in the day when Draymond got suspended. So they came back and did a 3-1 comeback. And I said, all right, that's a Warriors championship right there. I didn't even go to LeBron just because like they would have won that if Draymond didn't get suspended. But if Kristaps is hurt and the Mavericks win the series, it's because Kristaps got hurt. I'm willing to say, hey LeBron, you won that series because Luka did it here, so Luka won this series.
Right.
All right, I'm willing to cancel that out. That's how I see it. Yeah.
But even so, if Kristaps doesn't play, you still have Jason Tatum. Like,
yeah.
So I wouldn't even be like, oh well, 'cause I know that's what people are going to try and do. They're going to be like, oh well, Kristaps Porzingis got hurt. again, I think Kristaps Porzingis is great, but I'm not trying to hear that because you still have Jason Tatum, who is first team All NBA. So by what the and what media thinks and what analysts think, they think he's a top 5 player in the league, and you still couldn't pull it off because you still had Jalen Brown. Like, it's crazy to me because if you look at the if you look at like the odds to win Finals MVP, I don't even think Jason Tatum cracks the top 3. I think when I saw it, it was Jalen Brown, Drew Holiday. I think Luka was even ahead of him, and then it was Jason Tatum.
Yep.
Like, my question was, what's the narrative going to be when it, if the Celtics win the finals and Jason Tatum doesn't win Finals MVP? What is the narrative then? Are we still saying he's the best player on the Celtics, or are we giving that to Jalen Brown?
I've always thought whatchamacallit. I always thought
Brown.
Brown was better, yeah.
I always thought that too. I think Brown. I always thought Brown was a little bit better as well. And people would be like, "Oh, you're tripping. Jason Tatum's that guy." And I'm like, I think Jason Tatum's great. I do think. I think Brown just has like that. I hate to sound like an old head. He has that like killer mentality. Like, he's gonna go at you. I don't see that from Jason Tatum. I don't see that he wants to be the face of the league.
Odds have changed. Tatum and Brown are tied for first.
See, like, how is Tatum first? Like, they're gonna, dude. I'm telling you, they're gonna give it to him because they're just gonna give it to him, even though he's not deserving of it. Like,
if I'm Jaylen Brown standing next to that guy winning that, I'd be so mad.
because I'm looking at Tatum like, bro, you did not play better than me this series. All you did was,
It's gonna be the worst shooting percentage from a Finals MVP winner since like the '60s.
and then they're gonna be like, oh well, he was rebounding and he was passing the ball. Wow, like, so many other players did that in years prior. I don't know. I just and then Celtics like people be like, they're not a super team. They're not a super team. Like, yeah, they do. Yeah. Kyrie
They got
Irving,
4 All-Stars
4 All Stars,
and
2 All NBA level defenders as well.
then freaking what's his name?
Pritchard.
Derek White
Oh, Derek White.
basically should be an All-Star. It's just the fact that they already have so many good guys on their team, they can't give more selections.
And that's the thing too, because I had, like, I think I made I was in a comment section, and I shouldn't even been in the comment section, but I was talking about how this guy was basically saying, or the post was saying, how Josh Hart was more important than, or just as important as Jaylen Brown Jalen Brunson. And I agreed. And the guy was like, you're crazy to think that. And I'm like, dude, to turn a team around, it just takes 1 or 2 really good role players, like high level role players. Like, it just takes one. Like, look at the Timberwolves when they had D'Lo, and look at them when they added Mike Conley. Totally different team. Look at the Knicks after they added DiVincenzo and DiVincenzo and Hart. Like, it's a totally different team. And look at when they got OG Anunoby. OG Anunoby isn't an all-star. He's a high level role player.
Yeah.
And that team totally changed. Like, I personally think the super team era is now dead. I think it's dead. I don't think I would rather have 2 high level all-star players with surrounded by a bunch of high level role players than just 3 or 4 all-stars, because it's not going to work anymore.
I mean, but look at the Celtics this year.
Well, okay, I feel like that's an anomaly, because is Drew Holiday still an all-star though?
Well, no. Derek White would be the third. Well, really, Kristaps. Like, I don't. They're both Kristaps and Derek White are both deserving of All-Stars.
Correct. But like you still have high level role players. Like you still got Pritchard off the bench. You still got Drew Holiday. You still got Al Horford. Like
Yeah.
Sam Hauser.
Yeah.
So you still have high level role players. So I think that's the formula to win championships. You need one or two high level role players in that like not strange third, but like that teetering third that had a case to be an all star, and then just surround them with very high level role players, and then you have championship.
So let's go back and look. All right. So last year, only Joker, no All Star, anything, right? The year before that, we get 4 All Stars on a team: Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and Andrew Wiggins.
Okay, but you still had Poole.
Yeah.
Poole. You still had Loon Dog.
Right. But
Um,
Moondog's a starting center, and
he's a high,
he is not a high level role player.
he's a mid. Okay, he's a mid tier.
Like he's just literally the definition of a role player.
Okay, but
Like,
like, was Klay in 2022 still an all star caliber player?
no.
So he was a high level role player.
Yeah, no. At that point, yes, he was a role player, but he was an all star at one point. Yeah. But and then the year before that, 3 all stars:
Bucks,
Bucks, Giannis, Chris Middleton, and Drew Holiday.
but then you still had surrounding role players.
Okay,
Portis.
obviously every team's gonna have role players.
But you need
all right?
high level role players. That's the thing that I'm saying. You need high
Yeah.
level ones.
Yeah.
You can't just go out there with Josh Okogie and uh, Royce O'Neal and be like, okay, we're gonna win a
Okay.
championship.
See, the thing is, when you're talking about these super teams, I think you're only thinking about the Suns. All right, we get it. The Suns suck. They're a bad idea. The Nets, when they had their super team, they were pretty stacked. They had a good bench. All right.
They
It
didn't play
wasn't
like
until
they didn't play
I
like it.
know that they didn't play like it. That's because it was different because yes, they had a super team, but it was all damaged goods. All right. Harden's hurt, Kyrie's hurt, and then Kyrie does what Kyrie does. He's out for a long time, and KD's also hurt. Like the whole team, like when they signed KD, he had a torn ACL and stuff. Torn Achilles, that's what it was. So like that's the reason why that didn't work.
But like these teams have won the because even the Raptors,
Yeah.
I mean they had Kawhi, they still had Siakam, but then they were surrounded by high level role players.
Siakam All-Star, Kawhi
Kyle
All-Star, Kyle
Lowry,
Lowry All-Star.
was he outside that year?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Starting point guard, I think, for the East.
Oh my god! But you still had Fred VanVleet and Serge Ibaka, Marc Gasol. OG Anunoby was on that team, but he didn't play.
Yes, he's on the team.
And then you probably had somebody else on the bench. Oh, Danny Green. But like,
Yeah.
look at that Lakers team. LeBron, AD, superstars, and then surrounded by a heap of high
Dwight
level players.
Howard, Hall of Famer.
It's funny to me that people still say like, "Oh, like Dwight Howard could strap up Jokic." Pause.
Bro, he wasn't, bro. Like he just wasn't. All right.
I'm talking about right now.
Oh no, not right now.
They're like, "Oh, they're like, why didn't the
not.
Lakers go out and get Dwight Howard? He could like play defense on Jokic." I'm like, Dwight Howard's almost 40. Like,
Yeah.
like he's almost. You understand? He's almost 40. Like,
He might be. How old is he? How
like,
old
bro,
is Dwight Howard? He might be. Oh, he's 38. Okay.
yeah, he's almost 40, and he's playing against a prime Jokic. And y'all think he's strapping up who?
Not
Like,
strapping him up.
like what are y'all talking about? Like,
It's just Lakers fans, dog. Like
literally.
they're just really holding on to the memories of the couple months they had Dwight Howard. Dude came off the bench.
I'm trying to think. Is there any? Okay, I'm trying to think of anything else that's been happening.
And then 2018, super team. 2017, super team. 2016, super team.
2016 was a super team.
Yes.
No, that wasn't a super team.
LeBron, Kyrie, and Love. How is that not a super team? 3 All-Stars.
I don't I don't really look at that as a super team for some
They
reason.
had 3 All-Stars.
I feel like
Then
that's
they
just like
had 6 Man of the Year J.R. Smith.
so would you say the 72-10 Bulls was that a super team then?
Yes.
Okay. Oh
Because
eight
they had
Celtics were a super team.
which Celtics?
Oh eight.
Yes, definitely. How's that not a super team? Like that's
I was
literally the
I was
definition of it.
no 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 no. So so you say the Miami Heat was a super team, and then
Yes.
that's not a right team. I wouldn't say them. Would you say 0-1 Lakers?
No.
0-4 Lakers was a freak.
Maybe 04. I could see
0-4 was a super team.
I don't I don't know how good Karl Malone I have I have no knowledge on what was going on in Gary Payton and Karl Malone's careers from 99 till 2004. I have absolutely no
None.
idea what was going on with them
Would you
because
so
it wasn't until like 2017 I even knew they were on that team, bruh.
yeah.
I would have
Showtime Lakers was a super team.
yes, most
Oh my
definitely.
god.
They had a Hall of Famer off the bench. Pretty sure.
Did it. Uh, is there anything else recent news that we got to talk about?
No, let's just
So for the next couple weeks, we're going to rank our top 10 list of position players. So today we are starting with point guards. So and then it will follow the next couple of weeks: shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center. And we will list our top 10 for each position. So the number 10 spot, so I'll do my honorable mentions. The honorable mentions I had was Gary Payton, Bob Cousy, Dame, and Tony Parker.
oh, is this all time?
Yes.
Dude, I thought we were doing current.
Oh my god.
Okay, wait. All right. You're gonna have to go first.
So like my whole list first.
Okay, wait. No, I think I got this.
Okay. So I'm going with my number 10.
Okay.
So my number 10 is Oscar Robinson. He's at number 10. I feel like we'll go ahead. Who do you have at 10?
Number 10, I would have Damian Lillard.
Okay, so somebody got left off your list. I say Oscar Robinson's 10. Obviously, we know he was the first man to do a triple double. We know all that shebang. I just think the guys in front of him are better. Damian Lillard top 10. I mean, compared to the guys I have on my list, he didn't make it. At number 9, I have Jason Kidd.
Right. Wait, let me recount my list, see if I got these numbers right. Okay.
I was not specific on what we were supposed to be doing. So that's my fault, guys. I'll take the L on that one. Take full responsibility. See, that's what good partnership is about. Taking responsibility of your actions. And I didn't do a good job. I should have been said all time instead of current. But we could do current. We could do current after this.
Okay.
Okay.
I know it's kind of crazy. Okay, I think my number 11.
Wait, what? We're supposed to be doing 9.
Okay, look, but I gotta
Honorable
preface
mention?
this before. Yeah, my
Okay.
honorable mention. Number 11 would be Steve Nash.
Oh man. Okay. Our lists are different then.
Yeah. Yeah. Number 9, I have Russell Westbrook. Who'd you pick for number 9?
Whoa. Okay, hold on. T for timeout. Hold on. What's happening right now? Your list is hold on. Okay, first of all, Steve Nash or Dame over Steve Nash?
Yes.
Steve Nash has 2 MVPs, you know that, right?
I don't care about those MVPs. They're meaningless.
What is Damian Lillard won? Rookie of the year?
This guy with the hate.
He hasn't won anything of meaning. He just does this.
You know what that man did this year?
Lost in the first round.
All-Star MVP, dog. Steve Nash ain't never get that. I don't think.
That's probably the most worthless thing in basketball. You're in your debate. You're talking about All-Star MVP. Okay, bud. And my number 9 had Jason Kidd.
Okay.
Second all-time assists. I think he's second in steals. 2? Nah, I know he's second in assists though.
So my number 11 through like number 7 all are interchangeable in my mind. But right now I'm feeling this order, yeah.
Mine's also that.
Who do you have for number 7?
Technically, we're number 8.
Did I not say number 8? Wait.
Because
so we're okay, number 8. Yeah. My number 8,
because I said Oscar Robinson and I said Kidd, and now I'm about to get into.
Okay. So 10, 9. Okay, number 8. What's your 8?
So my number 8 is Steve Nash.
My number 8 is Jason Kidd.
Okay. At the end, we'll have to go through our list again.
I think Jason Kidd is better than Steve Nash. I understand Steve Nash has the MVPs, but
that's not crazy to say.
I care more about I care about a two-way player more. Like that's always how it is. Unless your offense is so good, like Damian Lillard, you gotta be two-way.
Oh, like that's not cool. Jason Kidd also has a chip.
Yes, he does have a chip. Yes,
also has a chip.
But also just like 9 all defensive selections. Like that's insane to me. Like,
that's not crazy. That's not crazy. I'm not even.
So that's why I have Jason Kidd over Steve Nash.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna fight you on that.
All right, what's your next pick?
Next one at number 6 is or number 7. We're at 7, right? 7, right? So number 7, I had Jerry West.
Oh my God, I had Jerry West too. That's
okay, crazy. Yeah, we're locked in. We're locked in.
Yo, I was not expecting that. I was like, man, I'm about to get roasted for putting Jerry West in my top 10.
No. I think Jerry West, people are going to be like, oh, he only played against plumbers, whatever. Stop. Anyway, Jerry West.
The
logo, 14-time All-Star, 12-time All-NBA, 5-time All-Defensive, scoring champ. He was a finals MVP.
Mm-hmm.
He won a championship. He's the only man to win the finals MVP on the losing team. Just throwing that out there. He averaged 27-5. He averaged 27, 6, and 6 for a career.
Yeah, he put up some crazy numbers.
He did. One year he averaged 31 and 10. Or no, that's field goals. They didn't even. Oh yeah, 31 and 6. Sorry. Even his rookie year, he was an MVP voting, and then his first 6 years in the league, he was an MVP candidate. He was 12, 5, 5, 5, 3, 2, like, and made 5 straight All NBAs. That's literally what Luka Doncic is doing right now. Not saying Jerry West is better than Luka Doncic, but just put it in perspective. So then next at number 6. Right, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So at number 6, I had Russell Westbrook.
Right. Okay.
So who did you have?
Number 6. Let's think here.
Now, because you had Russ at like 9, didn't you? I think he did.
Wait.
I'm letting him think.
I gotta make sure my numbers are correct here. All right, so
I wrote. Do you not know what number we're on? Because we're on 6. I'm like, I have it written down right here.
Okay, no, we're good. I had to make sure I didn't have 11 here, like 11 guys in mind. Yeah. Okay, so number 6, I'm going John Stockton.
Okay.
Yeah, so sorry, he's in my top 10.
No, he's in my top 10 too.
Okay.
Mine's just a little bit higher, but
okay. What? He sucks. Why do you have him higher?
I don't know. I know we give him a lot of hate, but
he almost didn't make my list.
Nah, that's crazy. Come on, nah, that's crazy. I think Russ is number 6. I think
Mhm.
he did have what 3 or 4 straight years of triple doubles, MVPs. We know that. I think he just didn't win enough for me. Um, all the rest of these guys either won or were just a better overall player. Um, Russ just didn't win. I mean, after he made the finals, after the Western Conference Finals in 2016, he didn't really do much winning after that.
Yeah.
Um, he was bouncing from team to team. Yes, he was putting up stats, but I kind of look at it as empty stats because you're not winning. You're not winning really anything. You had that year at the Lakers, which was, and then now you're a 6 man for the Clippers. Like now you possibly could go to the Heat. His last couple years is just I feel like has taken him down a little bit,
Yeah. I feel
but
you.
he's still top 10. At number 5, I had Isaiah Thomas.
I have Oscar Robertson.
Okay. So I hold Isaiah Thomas. I think Isaiah Thomas is better than Russell Westbrook because Isaiah Thomas does have 2 rings, has a finals MVP, and not only does he have a final, not only did he win, but he beat Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, and Magic Johnson on the same run. That's impressive.
Yes.
He beat a dynasty Celtics team, a dynasty. He beat 2 dynasties and beat Michael Jordan. That's impressive. And like not a lot of people that's a high finals run in my opinion. Like that's he I mean in like they swept the Lakers. Like they beat them in 4. Like that's very impressive. So that's why I have IT and obviously his stats speak for itself too. So I think he's number 5. Who did you have number 5? Oh, you said Oscar Robinson, right?
With Oscar Robertson, you really just have what is called a historic career here, okay? Someone that is respected for many, many years. Most older guys, they're like, that guy sucks. He's from old time. But Oscar Robertson is a name that sticks with people and is like, okay, that guy's a bucket. He put up Westbrook numbers while also winning. He has a championship to his name,
Correct.
is an MVP, and he's a great two-way player. You know,
Correct.
standing at 6'6" as a point guard is just that's like the perfect size for real, for real.
Yep. He was ahead of his time.
He was really ahead of his time, and Oscar Robertson was put together a great career. That's why he is the start of my top 5.
So now we are in our top 5. So number 4, I have Chris Paul.
Wait, did you already have Oscar Robertson? Did you already say him?
I had Oscar Robertson at 10.
10.
So
Who the heck is who
my
the
bottom
heck is next for you? What the heck?
it was CP's at 4.
Okay, CP's at 4. Okay. Uh my number 4, I have Isaiah Thomas. Okay. Isaiah Thomas, 2-time NBA champ back to back, creating a culture of the bad boy Pistons. It was really a name that's always fermented in time because when you think of that time period, you think of the Boston Lakers, and then you think of the Bulls. But in between there, you get the Pistons, and that is a time period you remember just because of how
Sprinkling the 76ers a
crazy.
little bit.
Well, yeah, but back to back,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
agree.
yeah. Isaiah Thomas really is that guy, you know. He did whatever it took to win back then. And
Correct. I agree.
honestly, I don't know how his career ended. I don't really know. Michael
Um,
Jordan started winning, and I don't know.
didn't really hear
He's left
much.
off the dream team and stuff, which really kind of lowers his kind of messes up his legacy. Because if he was on the dream team, a lot of people will remember him a lot more. But Isaiah Thomas is really underrated point guard for real, for real.
12-time
Coming
All-Star.
coming in at number 4 for me, but truly, truly, and yeah,
Yep, I agree. So at number three, cracking the top 3 is John Stockton.
No way, no way, no way. John Stockton is number 3 for you.
Look, bruh.
He
Look.
sat there and was talking about MVPs and what did he win? What did he win? Yeah,
Look.
let
I
that
know.
dude
I
win
know. I
anything.
know. I know. I know. I know. I know. I just
He averaged like 10 points per game.
I know, but
10 and 10, that's TJ McConnell numbers.
but he probably has the most unbreakable record in NBA history.
Who cares? So does
That's like
Will.
that. What do you mean?
Will has unbreakable records. That don't mean nothing.
100 points?
There's other things too.
What's what? Okay, yeah, he did average like 50 for the season.
50 points a
He averaged like 20 plus rebounds. Like that's not going to be done ever again. But like
Yeah, Andre Drummond was the closest we got to that. And then yeah.
15,000 assists. Like I don't think that'll ever be touched. Like ever be touched. I think I do give John Stockton a lot of credit too. Like I said, he played. He didn't win, yes, but he did go to the finals. Multiple occasions he went to the finals. Like I said, he lead by hook or crook, whatever we think about it, how we think he got the record. He does have the most steals of all time, and he does have the most assists of all time. Two records that like the next closest is Jason Kidd at like 12,000. So like those records will never be touched. And by hook or crook, however we think he got the records, he still has them.
Here's what I have to say about this. We just sat there for 30 minutes talking about how bad Jason Tatum is. We just talked about it. If you look at it, all it is stats. All right? That's all it is. All right?
But those stats are heavy.
We went back and looked at John Stockton's playoff success. He sucked in the playoffs. He sucked and got outplayed by low all-star tier point guards.
Again,
every single time.
Those records, man.
Here's what I got to say to this. We're going to sit there and we'll go over power forwards. We won't have Karl Malone in top 3, even though that's their best player. That's the reason why they won. But we're going to sit here and have John Stockton, their second best player, at number 3 for point guards. You sit there and look at that whole list of people who do way better things than John Stockton, and we're going to sit there and say, yeah, John Stockton is number 3. Look at all those guys won championships, won MVPs, defensive. I don't know if any of those guys want to have defensive player of the years. I don't think so. But all those guys made all the, like, we're going to sit there and say John Stockton. Just because of longevity? Come on, dog.
He led the league in assists for 9 straight seasons. Like, I don't know. I don't like those records hold weight at the end of the day. Like he has over 15,000 assists. Like that's huge. But look. I don't think John Stockton. Listen.
You've been working at lids. Listen to all the old people.
Oh my god. No.
And listen. Now this is what happens to you.
Listen. I don't think if you say CP3 and IT are better than Stockton, I'm not gonna fight you. I don't think John Stockton should at least leave the top 5. At least in my opinion. I don't think he should leave at the top 5. First of all, you have Damian Lillard in your top 10.
Dude, we're not gonna talk about this right now. All right.
Okay. You have Damian Lillard. You want to talk about winning? What is Damian? What big record?
He's out there playing by himself. For many years. All right.
He chose to do that.
John Stockton wasn't even a number 2 option. John Stockton was barely a number 3 option.
Damian Lillard chose to. So what happened? Again, I had to bring this up again. So in the Western Conference Finals, Damian Lillard versus Steph Curry, no Kevin Durant, guard versus guard, and he played terrible. You choked.
He was hurt. And second of all,
no, don't give me that. Oh, he was hurt. I don't want to hear that he was hurt.
Curry's better than Damian Lillard. All right, we're gonna get to that point. All right, we're gonna make that point here. All right.
What did Damian Lillard do this year?
He tried to carry his team to the best he can, missing his star player.
He had a okay season. Okay,
the season, yeah, it wasn't that good.
That mattered. Again, Damian Lillard has not won anything. He's not won anything. He chose to stay in Portland. You chose to do that.
But we're at the same time, we're not talking about Damian Lillard. We're talking about John Stockton. All right.
You have
as
Damian
your
Lillard in
number
your
3.
top 10.
And I told you it was interchangeable.
Again, I think it's
I think
interchangeable
Steve Nash
between.
is the overrated point guard. All right, this is what it is. And a lot of people would agree with that when you look at who he was running up against MVP back then. It's just because they started changing it to be all right, whoever the best team is, that's who's getting the MVP. And I understand it, but like,
Hey man,
come on, dog.
by hook or crook, he still has 2 MVPs.
I understand that, but John Stockton has 0.
Bro, he has 15,000 assists. Like that has to hold some
Of
weight.
course he gonna have 15,000 assists when he had 2 guys that would average 30 points. Dude, that Adrian Dantley, one of the deadliest scorers of all time, and Karl Malone. Like, come on.
So you know,
And we're gonna sit there and do power forwards, and Karl Malone's might not even break our top. I mean, I don't know about top 5. He might be top 5. He definitely not gonna be in our top 3. He might not be our top 5. No, I'm thinking about like, and we're gonna sit here and say John Stockton.
because off the top of my head, if we're thinking about power forwards, you got Dirk, Timmy, KG,
Giannis.
Giannis. So that's 4 names right there.
And then I can't even think of any more power forwards after that.
So Karl Malone probably have to be in there.
He might be number 5, but yeah. But still, we're gonna sit there and say all that, but then John Stockton's number 3 at point guards. Like, no.
I see what you're saying. It's not. You're not. I'm not. So who did you have?
That's like me saying Drew Holiday is top 15 point guard of all time. No.
So who's at your 3?
Number 3 is Christopher Emmanuel Paul, because when you look at a point guard, this is perfection.
He didn't win anything. You're sitting over here talking about a man that never won anything. What did CP3 win? Last time I checked, didn't he? He blew a 3-1 lead too. Lob City. And then you just said, no, I don't want to hear that. No, I don't want to hear that.
But the thing is, when people talk about Chris Paul, they just forget about the Hornets, dog. He was a dog out there. All right. Okay.
And what did he do after that? What did he do after that?
After those first 5 years, he goes on to go to the Clippers. All right.
1-0.
He didn't win anything. That's just because the Clippers are cursed. It's not his fault.
Did he even get to the Western Conference Finals?
He did not.
And you had Blake Griffin?
Okay, Blake Griffin's an overrated superstar.
You had Blake Griffin?
And Blake Griffin's a fake superstar. You're not even a real superstar.
DeAndre Jordan?
Okay, DeAndre Jordan's a fake all-star. JJ Redick, that's the guy right there. I'm not going to lie.
Crawford? You had one of the best teams.
Jamal Crawford's one of the most overrated players of all time.
Then, okay, you go to the Rockets. I'll give you 2018 or 2017.
I don't know, whatever year it was.
He got hurt. I'll give you that year. Fine, he got hurt.
And then he goes to the OKC Thunder and he carries them to the playoffs.
And then he went to the Suns.
And then he goes to the Suns and goes to the finals.
Okay, he played bad. And then what happened? And then what happened the very next year? Oh my God. Luka Doncic comes through and ransacked them boys.
Okay, that's true, yeah.
Ransacked them. And now he is a 6-man bench role player for the Warriors.
Whoa, we forget. He was in Washington for a day.
Yeah. Again, he got ransacked. They got ransacked by Luka. Like, that has to, bro, the score was 79, 30 something. In the second quarter, what was happening?
It was actually worse, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, again, I was being nice. You're talking about, so you were sitting over here talking about John Stockton didn't win anything. First of all, we already know who our number 1 and number 2 is.
Do we?
Yeah, Magic's 2, Steph at 1. I think we both have the same thing.
Well, I had Gary Payton and then Steph Curry, so okay. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, bud. We know who your 2 is. We know who
I had to think of a point guard I didn't say yet.
First of
Gary
all,
Payton would be my number 12.
Yeah,
yes, it's Magic Johnson and Steph Curry.
Steph's better than Magic. Come on.
Because look, this is what people are gonna say.
Wait. Go ahead and show us what Steph Curry do that Magic can't do.
You just can't do it. But look. This is what people are gonna say. They're gonna be like, "Oh, but Steph's defense, bro. Magic's offense. Come on, all right." But look, and when you look at it, these two are literally the two different point guard styles perfected. All
Correct.
right.
Yep.
Pass first, defensive point guard. The scoring, crazy scoring burst. And
Yep.
that's why I have Chris Paul my number 3 because they're those two combined into one player. All right. I understand. The winning wasn't that good for Chris Paul, but there's a lot of injuries and a lot of different things that went on. All right. I understand. Okay. Like, I am forgiving of that. He got a team to the finals.
And played bad. You were up 2-0. You were up 2-0 and then lost what, 4 straight?
Okay, but he played against Giannis Antetokounmpo, one of the
If you're
best
that
players of all
dude,
time.
if you're that dude, if you're that dude, if you are that guy, the number 3 point guard of all time, surely you can muster up another win. But you lost 4 straight. 4 straight.
Okay, well, same thing's gonna happen to Jason Tatum this year. I'm just saying.
Well, I don't. We don't care for Jason Tatum.
But look, and then the thing you're like, but Jason Tatum has all the playoff point records.
I think he
Has
has.
all the records.
I think he has like the most points in these. I think he has like the most points in the playoffs over like the last 5 years than like
Literally.
and anybody else.
Yeah.
Like, crazy.
So he's gonna have all these crazy records. Nothing to show for.
Yeah, just like Damian Lillard.
Don't sleep
Over,
on Dame Dollar.
overrated.
He's
Overrated.
not overrated.
I didn't have him top 75, but that's just me. I don't think he's top 75. I think Anthony Davis is better than him. I think Klay Thompson is better than him. I think Dwight Howard is better than him.
Yeah. Oh wait. Yeah, Anthony Davis was top 75.
I don't think he was.
He was. He got it. He got in over Dwight Howard.
Was he really? I didn't think he
Yeah.
was. Was he really? Let me see. Maybe he was, and I'm just tripping. Yep, he was. Okay, you're right. Dude, they must have just added him. No, I'm just playing. I didn't know. I wasn't. I don't think Damon should have been top 75. That's just me, though. This man. I don't know. We can go back and forth on that all day. I just don't think you should get reward points because you're like, oh well, he had a bad team. He chose to stay there. He didn't have to stay.
And John Stockton had a good team and still lost.
Yeah, to like arguably the greatest player of all time.
Same thing with Chris Paul. Lost to Giannis.
No, bro, no.
I can argue Giannis is one of the best players of all time. If someone came up to me right now and was like, Giannis is top 5 player all time, I was like, I can't even argue with you, big fella. I definitely can, but I'm not going to.
I would. I had a dude come in the other day in the work, and I was like, because my coworker had asked me, he was like, "Yeah, do you think you could score on Kyrie Irving?" And I was like, in 1-on-1, I was like, "No." And then this dude
told me this, yeah.
But then this customer came in and was like, "Nah, I can." He was like, "I can because I have confidence. Like maybe you just don't have confidence, but I have confidence in myself." Confidence alone does not that you can confidence. Like mind you, a regular degular like him probably doesn't pick up basketball outside of just a family cookout or when he's just hanging out with his friends. Is not scoring on a professional NBA player that works on basketball every day of the week. Like that does this for a living. Like you're not scoring on Kyrie Irving. Like there's nobody like no.
Here's my take. If I get ball first,
no,
the score is going to be 2-11.
You're Kyrie not scoring on Kyrie Irving.
Because here's what's going to happen. He's going to check up the ball. I'm throwing that joint up so quick. And that first shot is going to go in.
Yeah, but
and then the second shot, he's going to guard up. And I'm cooked from there. And I got to just live with it. But I could just live and say, I scored a 3 on Kyrie Irving. And I'll put that in my Instagram bio if that ever happens. You know, that's just what it has to be.
Kyrie Irving, come play us 1-on-1. All right, well, that's our top 10 list. Oscar Robertson, Kidd, Nash, Jerry West, Russ, Isaiah Thomas, CP3, Stockton, Magic, Steph.
And whatever I said.
Whatever he said. So that's our top 5 list, our top 10 list. And then maybe so did you I'll text you.
Okay.
So we didn't really have anything else.
Also, Tim Duncan's a center. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Not a power forward.
He's listed at, I mean, so when we do these, should we
Dude
go by,
hasn't played power forward since like 2002.
okay, but like when we
That was
do
his
this,
5th season.
so when we do these, should we go by what Basketball Reference says?
Well, yeah, kind of
Because
probably.
to me, Anthony, do you think Anthony Davis is a power forward?
Yes.
So he's better than Karl Malone.
I don't I don't know. I don't think
I
so.
I think so.
I don't think so.
Why? You just talked about two way. You just
How's
said on this,
Carmelo?
huh?
Well, I guess Carmelo's not a better two way player, but offensively, I think Carmelo's better than Anthony Davis.
What can Karl Malone do that Anthony Davis can't do?
See, that's a terrible question when it comes to NBA players. Because like they can all do everything, but
No,
like
Karl Malone cannot shoot threes like Anthony Davis, cannot defend like Anthony Davis.
okay. Which is I would say Carmelo probably has a better like
But
mid range, like not like mid range, but like the close shot, like the grab it,
see, in my opinion, though, I believe that, excuse me, I think the offensive gap between the two, in terms of just scoring the ball offensively, is like this. But the defensive gap is like that. Like it's much further. Like Carmelo only made 4 all defensive teams. And then, but AD is like a perennial defensive player of the year every year.
I don't think the gap is that big.
Mm, mm. Maybe I'm just not supporting Nasty Man because you do stuff weird. You do stuff weird with kids. But that's all we have for today because we're not going to talk about that. Did you have anything else?
Nope, nothing else.
All right, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe for more. And Mavs in 7.
Mavs in
Mavs
6.
or that. Come on, Mavericks.
Woo!